2 Kings chapter 6, 2 Kings chapter 6. We're going to go back to verse 24 to read down to verse 26. It says this: sometime later, King Ben-Hadad of Aram mustered his entire army. He marched against Samaria and laid siege to it. As the siege continued, famine in Samaria became so great that a donkey's head was sold for 80 shekels of silver, and 1/4 of a cab of dove's dung for 5 shekels of silver. Verse 26. Now, as the king of Israel was walking on the city wall, a woman cried out to him, "Help me, Lord King." So here's the question. When you find yourself at the crossroads of life, at a point where you don't really know what to do or where to turn or what the right decision is, do you have somebody that you can go to ask for some advice? Why would you call somebody for advice? Because you're not sure. But why are you calling them for advice? Because maybe they have experienced what you're going through. So you need to get some advice. Listen, I'm thinking about going over and keying their car. What's the best time of night to go? You have already keyed 3 of them and got away with it, so I'm calling you. One of my best friends, y'all. One of my best friends when we was in college. Got a new car, nice car too. And came out to his car one day, keyed all across the side. And here was the messed up part. He was living so raggedy, he couldn't even pinpoint who it was. That's how you know when you ain't living right. Do y'all remember, and they still make it, I don't know what year it was invented, but one of my favorite toys that I got my hands on when I was growing up was something called the Magic 8 Ball. The Magic 8 Ball, if you don't recall, it was like a pool ball, you know, with a number 8 on it. But there was a little window, and if you shook it and then held it up, there was some little triangle pyramid thing that will come up and give you an answer. So if you said to yourself, do I need to have one more slice of cake? You shake the Magic 8 Ball and wait for the answer to come up, and the answer would be like, sounds good to me. It's like, Magic 8 Ball, thank you. I knew I could rely on you for your wisdom and guidance. Isn't it interesting that there are numerous ways to try to figure out what to do? Some people can go to the Magic 8 Ball. Some people can flip a coin. There are multiple things, multiple ways, multiple avenues to try to figure out a decision when you don't know what decision to make. Okay, so here's a woman who comes looking for advice, and she goes to a king because this king should be able to give her advice because he has authority. So she goes to somebody with authority. Everybody in the position of authority is not there because they should be. Some things, if it's just handed to you or passed down to you, you don't appreciate it as much because you didn't really earn it. The position you had to pray for, go back to school for, do training for, is not going to feel the same as the position that just got given to you. Those things that we have to fight for, those things that we have to earn through struggle and through work will always be different, will always feel different. And everybody in the position of authority that has not earned that position of authority is not necessarily somebody that you need to go to just because they have a title.